Levi, what have you seen on the film about the Missouri Southern defense?
I think they're an improved ball club. You know, they've got some young players who step up. You know, they do a good job for them. Their offense is capable, of explosive plays. Our defense has to come out and be prepared, be ready to play. And it's going to be a great ball game. It's a rival. You know, it's a big rivalry game for us, and they're going to give us their best shot, and we got to be ready for it.
Does the rival factor, does that help you get ready for a game when you know there's not a postseason next week?
Yes and no. I mean, we're going to take it just like we have every other game. We're going to give our best effort in preparation. We're going to put together a great game plan like we have all week. We've come out, we've practiced, executed. We're coming out here today to sharpen up the details, and we're going to go out and play a great football game against another great football team.
It is a road game, but does it help that it's only 30 minutes away and you know you'll have a big following over there too?
A little bit, yeah. Pitt State, our fans travel incredibly well. We've had amazing support no matter where we went, Central Oklahoma or even as far as Missouri Western, or Northwest, excuse me. But our fans travel well. They'd follow us just about anywhere, and close or home, you know, it's great atmosphere for our fans, and they always do a great job.
Heath, have you thought much about this last ball game of your career?
I have. I've dwelled on it a little bit, but really I've came to terms with it. I feel good about it. I've enjoyed my career so much that it'll be a little bit of a sad moment whenever it finally ends, but I've came to terms.
What do you see on film about the Missouri Southern offense?
I see that they're kind of just a spread team. They like to spread everybody out. They're a numbers team. They like getting numbers advantages, and they just like to one-on-one block, and wherever the people aren't, that's where they want to get the ball at. So going to have good individual play this week.
What will you remember about your career here?
I'll for sure remember just the people. The people are the biggest thing. Just the support that I've gotten this entire 5 years, and the town.
You talk about it, has it been talked about at all? You think about all that it is your closest rival coming up this week?
Sure. You know, we definitely think of it as a rivalry, but we just want to get this win. To finish out the season at 7-4 against Missouri Southern is huge. It'll be huge for our program going forwards, and it'll be a very good note to end on.
Have you seen, kind of going back to what you've seen on film, have you seen kind of the switch for them in offense since they have switched to the newer quarterback?
I have. You could tell they kind of trust the new quarterback throwing wise a little bit more, and then vice versa, they trust the old quarterback running a little bit more. So it'll be a little different. In particular, we don't like the quarterback to run, so we're kind of happy about that. But we have struggled a little bit on pass game. So like I said, we're going to have some good individual play.
How do you summarize this season so far?
I summarize it, I have to watch my words a little bit, but just a week after week battle with ourselves. Not saying we haven't played some great teams, and we have. I'll give all credit to the teams out there that gave us fits. But it just really never seemed that we clicked, and it never really seemed like we finally got a grasp of things. So we were just always battling against ourselves. That's how I'd summarize it.
How much better have you seen this league get just in the time that you've been here? It seems like it's maybe top to bottom, or maybe a little better now than it was whenever you first stepped on campus here.
Absolutely. I mean, it is really, crazy to watch how from year to year, one team that was at the top will automatically be in the middle or even the bottom. I've seen that happen. So you just never know. This is an extremely competitive league, and we're all blessed to be able to play in it. So it's very impressive.
What do you see on film about Missouri Southern?
Well, you see a team offensively that can move the ball and score some points at times. They've been really streaky at times. But Coach Johnson does a good job of finding different ways to, do different things offensively to put points on the board. defensively, you see a team that runs a four-man front. Known Kenny Evans for a long time. He's a very good defensive coach. They do some things in the defensive line to distract you or be disruptive with you, where they like to twist their front quite a bit and do some different things there. So, overall, a team that's like we are, that's very hungry to get a win.
They changed quarterbacks a couple weeks ago. Do you see much difference between the two, or?
Well, I don't know. If you don't, when you get in the middle of the season, you have to change quarterbacks. You don't change offensively. You kind of continue to what you do, and there's been so many good quarterbacks in this conference, and the ones that are more throwers than runners, and the next thing you know, they pull the ball down and go get first down. So this conference is made up of some extremely good quarterbacks, and Braden's another one in this league that's got tons of potential.
How's practice going this week?
It's good. It's it's a little tough just because your seniors are getting ready for their last game, and there's some guys that have done tremendous things for our program that you're going to miss for sure. And like I said to somebody else, football's not like a lot of the other sports. It's not like basketball where you can a year later get your guys together and go get a pickup game together. That doesn't happen in football. So it's kind of one of those things that when it's over, it's over. So it's a tough thing, but I think our guys are zeroed in and focused, and I think they'll be ready to play.
Levi Copelin's had a big year at wide receiver for you. What do you attribute his success to?
Levi, first of all, is very talented, but second of all, he's done a tremendous job of working hard to improve his skills. And Coach Carlskin's done a tremendous job with him, and our receiving corps as a whole has had a really good year, and Levi's kind of the leader of that group, and he's stepped his game up and has really kind of played through a couple of injuries and just has been a good leader for our receiving corps.
Have you seen the difference on film? I don't mean from kind of the earlier weeks with Missouri Southern's offense to now when they have made that switch at quarterback.
Have I seen it? Yeah. I think about going back and looking at the Hayes game, first game of the year, which was a pretty close game at the time, and Hayes is pretty darn good on defense. And just thinking about some of the problems they posed in that game, even though they didn't score a lot of points, defensively they played pretty darn good against a good Fort Hays offensive team. So just looking throughout the season, different people, different teams match up so differently, and it's just every week you've got to be ready to go, and that's been proven over and over in the MIAA.
Does the fact that it's your border rival, does that help get the team ready for the last game of the season with no postseason next week?
I think that I'm not sure that we spend much time really talking about that, other than the fact that we feel like we took a step last week. Even though Kearney was a 1-8 team, it was a Kearney team that also was 14-7 with Northwest Missouri with a minute to go in the half. Now it ended up being 28-7 at half, but it was still a good, solid team that posed a lot of problems. We wanted to get out to a great start last week against Kearney, and we didn't panic. The game was kind of up for grabs at halftime, and we were able to go out in the third quarter and get a 3-and-out, and then offensively go score. And so we complement each other for the first time in a few weeks, and it was good to see some of those things with some young players that are playing right now that need get more game experience under their belt.